the regular meeting.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Candy,
Aye.
Councilman Smith,
Aye.
Councilman Keeper,
Aye.
Supervisor Murray.
Aye.
4 ayes, 0 nays, and 0 abstain.
And then we need to approve the payment of bills on abstract number 9.
I'll make a motion to approve the payment of bills on abstract 9.
I second.
Roll call.
Councilman Smith,
Aye.
Supervisor Murray,
Aye.
Councilman Keeper,
Aye.
and Councilman Candy.
Aye.
Dollar amount is $20,134.41.
And then this time we'll open up for public comment, and I know Mary had something, so she can go first if you
Oh, I was just
still have
won-
something.
Yeah, I just wondering on the comments, if it was the same, whether you did it on the government website or on the Fair and Winds county one.
Are you asking if you can comment?
No, I'm asking if they are the same, if it's different, if I make a comment, are they both read on both sites?
I would comment on the DMM first, because that's the actual official website. I think the Bear and Wind site links you to DMM. I think that's the way it's supposed to work.
Are they,
But
are they read by one person?
They should be read by the DMM, yes, the
I mean, so
DMS.
what the Bear and Winds ones had one on our, for a long time. So that one will be read by the government one.
It should be, yes, yeah. If I understand what you're asking, like, you posted one and it hasn't been read?
No,
or-
I was waiting for the meeting tonight.
Oh,
before I
okay,
started posting.
okay, yeah. I would comment directly on the DMM.
Anyone else?
Yes,
Go
I'd
ahead.
like to appeal again to the board to send some sort of correspondence to Albany. There's $1.6 billion in a broadband bill that just was given to New York State. As we all discussed, what happens to correspondence that gets put on a bulletin board and nobody reads it. If the board could send an official letter saying we would love to be included in a broadband bill for our town, because we've been skipped over. We were blessed with HughesNet, and anybody who's had satellite internet knows that it's worthless. So I'm asking again, and if we need to go out with petitions, I'm more than happy to do that. Or if you could just send some form of correspondence, say, hey, this is the town board of town of Fremont. We'd like to be included in the broadband bill, in the new broadband. That's all I'm asking, just a simple letter, just to let Albany know that we got boned on the last broadband bill.
I'll reach out to the broadband guy again
I mean,
and try to.
you know, that website, I put my complaint or whatever on it, but, you know, I'm just one person. But if maybe a governing organization or body sends something,
They've always referenced us back to that survey. It's
Yeah.
like, that's how they were gonna determine who had the need by however many people
you know,
put things
and
on that survey.
you're talking about website this, website that, website this. Well, when most of the people in the town don't even have broadband, what good are those websites or email addresses?
Now, is that fiber optics?
Yes.
Yes, that's fiber optic. We don't want anything to do with satellite. It's not reliable, and they slow you down once you go over a certain amount of, certain data. So just a letter somewhere, somehow to somebody. Public Service Commission or New York State Broadband Bill, you know.
Let's do a letter to the broadband office from the town board. Yeah.
Because all the towns around us have broadband. We don't.
Well, Spectrum is built out a lot in Armstrong.
Mm,
We got awarded HughesNet.
They got the fringe area, a little bit up Max School. Actually, they ended our town line on Max School Road. Spectrum does. And then Armstrong comes up Sharps Hill and takes a right towards Miller Hill. And so basically, I I don't see where there's much of anything else other than where the existing spectrum lines already are. And that's coax, that's not fiber.
Is there anything to see in here? Yeah, spectrum, because we have it here.
I mean, there's spectrum through here, but it's not fiber. So, it's coax. And there's a big difference between coax and fiber, trust me. Really big difference.
Now, would they bury it all, or would they go on?
Overhead.
Overhead.
Would do it.
It
Yeah,
goes, it goes right out, it goes right over top of the.
So
the
much,
coax.
they just attach the EL, it's just the EL lines or our pole lines, the Verizon pole lines.
Yeah.
It's, you know, Verizon's not gonna build it, I already know that. But, you know, getting Armstrong or Empire or even Time Warner to do some more in the area would be great. But,
So roll call on that letter.
Councilman Kiefer,
Aye.
Councilman Candy,
All right.
Councilman Smith,
Aye.
Supervisor Murray.
Aye.
4 ayes, 0 nays, 0 abstained.
like I said, if you want petitions, I'll go door to door. I don't have a
If you
problem.
need petitions, why don't the town send them out and say, hey, we're trying to get this, fill it out, and,
You
it's an
know,
option.
I'm more than happy to, because I know this is not gonna affect me in my job. Plus, I only have 1,419 days left in my job, so. Well, who's keeping track?
Oh, I do have one more question for you, Jason. I was talking to the surveyor
Okay?
that was in my area, and he told me, and he works for the he was a forest guy, so
Okay?
he does a survey. But he said that you're going to start building in February,
So there's the potential for that, yes.
and he was right there.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, Jason, I have one more thing. On my lease, October 1st is coming up.
Yep.
So October to January 1st is, that's hunting. It's
Okay.
right in the lease, so,
Yep. I think we know that.
okay.
Yep.
I've got one thing here, prior to July 21st, I got hold of Jeff Castle, he sent an email out to everybody. The directional board under Babcock Road and Holmes Road, and they were supposed to be our environmental monitor, they were never notified, so they weren't even there to monitor the situation.
I need to address that.
Yep.
So Labella is still working for you guys, correct?
Well, yeah, but if they don't get notified, they can't be out here.
Well, they're notified every day, the plan of work every day. They're on the corresponding email every day that goes out prior to 8 o'clock, and then there's one at 8:15 that's outdated. They're on that along with Hunt every day. So they are notified of what's going on at every location every day.
How come they didn't know that they were underground boring the roof?
Have you asked Labella that?
No, but it was in the email
And Labella,
with Randy.
yep. And what was Labella's response?
I guess, okay.
Well, I mean, that is their responsibility to you guys. They clearly were aware of that.
Tom, do you talk to them quite a bit?
No, not quite a bit, I just call them here and there. I asked him about that, and my recollection of the conversation was they had no knowledge that they had directional board under there, and that's when he sent it, said, the town of Fremont requests to have on-site monitors from Labella observe any upgrades or alterations to the town roads, as well as any directional drilling under the town road in ROWS. It's my understanding that the culvert installation on Babcock Road has yet to take place. Well, that's not right. Please inform the town of Fremont Highway Superintendent Labella. So, I mean, I know I never received any notification that they were drilling under there, because then I personally would have called up Labella and said, hey, are you aware of this? So I know I was never notified.
Yeah. I mean, our communication is with Labella, because that's who's on the plan today. I mean, if that needs to change, we can certainly put you on the daily pod, Tom.
Well, if it's something that's gonna, affect, and that's what that money was for an on-site monitor, I mean,
Yeah, agreed.
I don't need that every day, if it's something that's, going under our roads, and we're supposed to have an on-site monitor, and they're saying that they had no knowledge of it, that's, he said, she said, I guess.
Well, no, we have documentation that we correspond every day with them.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's up to you guys to pay that bill.
Yeah, I just. Okay.
paying somebody who's not doing their job.
Any other public comments? Go
Has
ahead.
that internet been considered as a possible ARPA funded item?
See, the ARPA fund, 98,000, how far do you think it'll get us?
If you were to get together with some of the surrounding towns, it might go a lot further.
I don't know, it just, they usually say it's about $1 million per mile.
I mean, if the state's getting as
That
much
sounds like,
money.
that sounds like a cost for buried cable, not for overhead.
Yeah.
Can't possibly be $1 million for running an overhead line.
They said it, well, that's including pole change outs and you have clearance issues,
If there's existing
like
wires.
make ready, yeah.
You know,
There's a lot into it.
they're changing poles they didn't really need to change. And then the companies are going right, they're not raising, so,
No, the company aren't, so.
yeah.
kinda
That's
on them.
something that needs to be addressed, but you and I and
Yeah.
other utilities know that that should be addressed, because to me, they're taking state money and changing stuff that doesn't really need to be changed.
Well, they should be raising stuff up.
And, right. So, they get raised. I have plenty of J-hooks. They get raised.
Alrighty, well, I make a motion to adjourn the meeting. Roll call.
Councilman Candy,
Aye.
Councilman Smith, Councilman